Just fucking do it. Subscribe now.
Just to clarify a couple of things. The last time we fulfilled a special request for anybody at this seminar was when a guy came here in an iron lung. You know what an iron lung is? It's a tube that, because you can't move your chest, it's a tube that you spend the rest of your life in, and only your head pops out. That's the last special request we've fulfilled. So that's another way of saying there are no motherfucking special requests. Now, I've been led to believe that at least one or two of you think that you're somebody. Well, you're nobody. Not here. The last person we extricated with the police happened to be an arrogant, fucking skinny Austrian. And he spent 10 days in the padded cells in Edinburgh because I said I thought he was unhinged. So if we have to extract you by police, it's likely you're going to the booby hatch. Because I'm a big fucker up here. Have I made myself perfectly clear? And if I see anybody on their fucking phone like this under the table, I will come, and I don't get off on thinking that shoving it up your asshole timer. I'd probably be better shoving it up one of the ladies' asses. But that's what I'll do. And then I'll break it. If anybody wants to test me, try me. And for those of you that are out in the hinterlands, you're out in the hinterlands and not in the castle because you sent your money in late. And that's your fucking fault, not ours. And if any of you are disrespectful to my staff, I will personally drag you off this estate and probably snap your neck in the bushes. Have I made myself perfectly clear? These are my staff, not yours. And you will treat them with respect, not like a cheap fucking McDonald's restaurant you might go to. Any questions? That's good. This is the first real seminar under the new Trump transition. And I'm as excited as you can be for my age. Full disclosure, I knew Donald in a different light a long time ago. But if he does a fraction of the things that he says he's going to do, it's like they asked Dan, like Moses on the Mount, we want you to write the rules for QLA. And they allowed me to write them. This is our fucking time. It can't be any more our time than if I wrote the rules of engagement. The QLA seminar is not just a seminar. It is a blueprint for creating generational wealth as fast as humanly possible. I teach you how to turn nothing into millions, billions, and even trillions. If you want to take control of your life, to create a legacy that lasts for generations, the time is now. Do not wait for the right moment. The right moment is this moment. Be bold, be selfish, be ruthless, and take no prisoners. I will still do seminars, but I won't be able to do this forever. Act now or not at your own peril. Thank you very much. And Elon Musk, as I call him, I don't know Elon. He is not just the richest guy on the planet, maybe the richest for all time. He is the Renaissance man, raconteur, bon vivant, Michelangelo of our fucking era. He's so much fucking smarter than everybody else, it's scary. And he's going to make, for those, whatever happens in America, they get a cold in America, or they sneeze in America, they get a cold in Canada, or they get a cold in the UK or wherever. The things that they're planning on doing, right now it's in the planning stage, although I heard, just when I walked in on CNN, which doesn't mean it's true, Anderson Cooper said that day one, which I think is Monday when he gets sworn in, he's going to start extricating immigrants from the United States. Praise Allah. In addition, and why I think it's true, is because the first time I've heard the immigrants are hiring lawyers to fight the immigration policies. First time. Because the immigrants know he's serious. Day two, if he does what he says he's going to do, there's going to be between 20 and 40,000 less employees in Washington, D.C. 20 and 40,000. The price of real estate in D.C. has just dropped 25%. And I'm fortunate enough because I lost the election here because I told them at my last speech, I'm chuckling now, that there's going to be blood in the streets, and it's going to be your fucking blood. Maybe not such an intelligent thing that I said, but I didn't get elected. So now I have these 4 years because I'd cleared my calendar before, thinking that I'd be elected. I'd be in Westminster, and Sally would have bought an expensive house down there, and I would have been beating the shit out of Parliament. That didn't happen. It took me, although I had 22 months invested, it took me 1/1,000,000th of a microsecond to get over it. You'd still be doing a spreadsheet. Why did I lose? So for whatever reason, I lost. And so I have 4 more years to do this, which I'm happy about because I'm here because I'm going to hit $5 trillion. We're at about 2.4 now. As opposed to your goals, when we talk about goals in a few days, that you can probably add not zeros, but dozens of zeros. This is our time. You're going to see between 15 and 20 webinars this week. 20 if you're all brain dead like you look today, or only 15 if you're reasonably sharp. Okay, well, I'm not giving much hope for the reasonably sharp, so you'll probably see 20 webinars. And these are kids that have been here in the last 2 or 3 years. Some of most recent is the hardcore, December, just a couple weeks ago, and that have want to give back. I don't know the right terminology, but want to tell you the things that you're most worried about aren't going to happen. But one, I still don't know what I'm doing. These are guys that have made 50, 100, 200, 300 million bucks. I still don't know what I'm doing. And Dan is correct. You don't have to know what you're doing. 2, almost everybody you're going to talk to that you think is supportive is not supportive. And 3, the most important thing in your life going forward is to find a chairman that will support you and have your back, so to speak. And they're all going to say that in different ways. Man, woman, and beast. There's only one beast in the group. But last seminar, we were fortunate enough to have a kid that made a bunch of money before he came here. 80, 90, 100 million. And he said that he sees on my social media guys like TK, who made $348 million in 11 months. Pretty remarkable. Nice to see you. And a few others. Now, the webinars that we're going to see are people that are willing to talk to you. Most of my kids don't want to talk to you. And there'll be a day that nobody will talk to you. Because they mistakenly think you're competition, which I find humorous. Because you're not a competition. And you're going to hear all these people talk. They have never bumped into anybody that they had to compete with that came to the seminar. Now, how's that possible? I've been doing this 31 years. Because most of the people that come to the seminar don't pull the trigger and take action. That's why. And there is a plethora of people that are motivated sellers in distressed situations. And we're now down from 2,000 cold calls to 1,400 cold calls. The last 2.5 years, the number is reduced dramatically. How many people you have to contact to make this thing work? This thing meaning the QLA model. But the market's there. And to the extent that we use commercial banking, which I don't recommend, and we'll explain to you why in the beginning, because you don't need commercial banking. It's a lot easier to do a seller finance deal in a week with somebody without a bank, doing due diligence, et cetera, et cetera. You have homework every night starting tonight. For those of you that, this I normally give after dinner, but I'm giving it to you before dinner since I seem to be on a roll of some proportion. If you don't do the homework, check out. In other words, leave. There's no excuses. Here, the dog can't eat your homework here. Some of you that are close to illiterate, and we have a couple, and I don't mind saying that, will have more difficulty with the homework. That's your fucking problem. It's not mine. And the homework all has to be in English, which will be a problem for one or two of you. And we'll have homework every night except graduation night. Now, somebody wrote me a sarcastic email, somebody I've known a long, long time. Dan, when was the last time somebody shit their pants in the seminar? As if it didn't happen. And I emailed back about a year and a half ago. The hockey player from Canada who was sitting there, shit his pants all the way past that door, across the pub, into the closest bathroom. Now, this is a national hockey player that you would know his name if you followed hockey. Supposed to be rough and fucking tough. Shit all the way. It's a lot of shit. And he asked, well, when was the last time anybody pissed their pants? I couldn't remember that. Because you wear dark suits, I can't tell whether you pissed your pants. But, they cleaned it up. God damn it. Under this chair, apparently, 2 or 3 people have pissed their pants because I never noticed that piss is acid and it started to burn a hole in the fucking floor. And then they said, when was the last time somebody passed out comatose from having a seizure? I remember that. The guy was sitting in the corner there. Brian Rose was sitting there in his new suit that he had made at my tailor in London. And the guy went into a seizure and flopped over on him and threw up all the acidic shit all over his new suit. And then I said, see, Brian, you didn't believe me, did you? There were 4 doctors in the audience. You know how many doctors went to help the guy? 0. One nurse said, see if he swallowed his tongue. So now where are you going to fall in that continuum? I'm looking forward to it. Any questions? Good. Duncan! Hit it.